Hello, it's Rob here and welcome to the last of my build videos on the Tamiya The Frog on the ORV chassis. Today we'll be making up the beadlock wheels, adding the wibbly wobblies and the guard plate at the bottom, and basically anything else that needs doing to finish the chassis. Step 22 is making up the front wheels. I think they're getting you into this gently before you have to do the rear wheels, but we'll come to that shortly. So we need one of the tyres, and then we need part F3, which is the internal bead locker, and I forgot to go around and shave the mould trees off. So then we take the tyre, we take F3, you poke F3 through the centre like so, and then start to turn it in on itself. And try and ease, there we go. Hooray, second time lucky. And then you have to wiggle it round until it centres itself. And then you should have 5 BA5s and 5 BC5s. And then we take parts F1 and F2, and I think F2 has indentations, spaces to hold the nuts, and obviously F1 is just holes for the screws to pass through. You then have to line them up, and then you can get a screw, or actually a bolt, because it's screwing into a nut. And then again on this side, and I don't know how to show you this, but you just need to try and line it up. And squeeze it over, and then start to screw the bolt in. Take 2 again, and hopefully this time all the other holes will now be lined up, and then you end up with a wheel bead locked. No need for glue, that's not going anywhere, and we can then move on to the hard one. Okay, my friends, if you've also struggled with the front one, look at this one. I mean, you look at it and you think, how on earth am I going to get that in there? And again, it says to do it the same way and poke it through. And I'm I'm glad there's only 2 of these, because I think if there were 4 this size, I'd have blisters after trying to do this. Oh God, I thought it was going to come out the other side then. And then we just turn it. And again, try and work around to get it seated. I think that's about it. And then it's just the same again, but these 2 pieces, which are, what are they? R2 and R1 can only go on to the bead locker a specific side, because one's got a small hole in the centre and the other one a wider, bigger hole. And then same again, 5 screws, but this time they are BC3s 2x10 mils. So I'll have a rest and get those 5 nuts and bolts screwed up, and we're nearly done. Just a few more things to go on the chassis. So I'll be back shortly. Steps 24 and 25 are installing the wheels. First off, we've got the front ones. Where's my chassis? And should be fairly simple this. We get the wheel, we put the bolt heads on the outside as far as I'm concerned. They look nicer than a nut. We pop 2 bearings in, or if you haven't got the bearings, 2 bushies. These are the 1150 ones. Push them home, and then again, if you're using the bushies, don't forget to grease the axle. Pop that on, and then a little surprise that the wheel nuts aren't flanged, which I can understand for the fronts because they're just freewheeling on the bearings, but kind of strange for the rears. Anyway, the rear ones sort of similar. Let's do it on the side here. However, we've got a BA7 shaft, 2x10 mil. Then the wheel adapter, which goes on like so, and then again the wheel, and then another non-flanged nut. Go, but hey, and that's how we put the wheels on. And then there's just one more in this, which is these, what are wibbly wobbly aerials, but not that wibbly wobbly, but I'm sure they will be when the car's flying along. I've got to be honest, I like the idea of them, and I am putting them on, but I may take them off after the first run because the way I drive, I'm fairly sure they'll get bent up really badly the amount of times I tip over. But we take one of these flanged BA4s, and there we go, and then we do the same on the other side. So I'll get the other two wheels on and get this other aerial on, and I think that will be about it. So I'll be back. Right, one last job to do, and that's to put on this lovely skid plate. Or Underguard, as Tamiya are calling it. And it goes something like that. We've got a BA3 12mm screw that goes at the front. And then two 10mm ones that go either side if they line up. And there we have one finished chassis, the ORV, ready for its frog body at some point once I've finished it. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I certainly look forward to seeing you for the bodywork video. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.